Alright guys, so today we're doing a full day of eating using Coach Greg's Anabolic Cookbook 2.0. What I've done is I've put together an entire day's meal plan that I'm going to show you throughout the day. Some of the recipes I've tried, some I haven't, so we're going to see how well it works. Okay, here we go. Just as an FYI guys, we are going to consume something this early. Like I said, it's a little after 4 a.m. It's not in Coach Greg's book, but it's a necessity. Coffee. Black. Coffee. That's what we're going to have right now. It's not in the book, but it's required, so we're going to have it today. First sip's always the best sip. Okay, let's get back to the recipe. Alright guys, this is one recipe I have already made. I have all the ingredients kind of laid out in front of us here. I'm going to use that bowl in a second to make the mixture. But as you can see, I prepped the bread. You need an entire loaf of bread that you need to rip up with your hands into small pieces. I've done that. And by far the hardest part of this recipe is cutting up about 10 apples into small pieces. I think that took me about almost 9 minutes to do. I did that last night, so it was prepped and ready to go for this morning. And just for reference, this is an ungodly hour to be awake. I think it's 4:06 in the morning right now, but I have to do this filming when I can. I am in the personal training business. Work starts super early for me. So, alright, we're going to start putting all this stuff together right now. Alright, so recipe 1, we're doing our anabolic apple pie breakfast bake. I already have a full video on this one if you want to see the details on how it's made. But what we're going to do here is the express version. So I already have the oven preheating to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. That'd be 204 degrees Celsius. So someone always asks in the comment section. That's good. Alright. There we go. Alright guys, so we got all of our ingredients into both casserole dishes. Obviously, I'm not going to eat all of this today. There's over 3,000 calories in this whole batch, but if you're going to make it, you might as well make a lot, because believe me when I say it is that good. So we're going to pop this into the oven now, let it cook up. It takes 40 to 50 minutes, and then we're going to portion it out. Right, so it's been 40 minutes, so it's time to pull the apple pie bakes out, and we'll take a look, and then we'll divide it all up. Wow, that's a lot of volume. Even dividing this by 6, it's going to be a ton. And fellas, just like that, we have breakfast for the next 6 days, including today. You see me eating this one right here. Let's get a good look here. We're gonna get it right out of the meal prep container, get that into focus a little bit there. I'm gonna give this a go. And we have our low calorie sugar-free syrup, so we can get that in focus there. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of this on there, and we're gonna dive into meal number 1. Oh, this is so good. You know, last time I made it with Gala apples instead of the Granny Smith apples that Greg recommends, so I'm curious to see if it tastes better, any different at all. So let's see. Let's get a little bit of each part here. So much volume here, I can't believe it. Oh yeah, it's better with the Granny Smith apples for sure. Different flavor. I mean, the last one I made was still good, but this is better. Okay. A few minutes later. Good to go for at least a few hours, for sure. That was so much volume. Oh man. Okay, well, that anabolic apple pie breakfast bake is still digesting for sure. Still pretty full, not really hungry, but you know, it's about that time when I would normally have a snack, so we're gonna do that now. As you can see, I'm at work now. So I packed our snack that we're gonna have in my nice little Yeti cooler here. So had to keep it cold. This thing's really good at keeping things cold and hot. And what did I bring? Skor bar, of course, right? Made a batch of these over the weekend. So I'm gonna have one now. It's not as frozen being in the cooler pack as I would like out of the freezer, but still I also didn't make it with chocolate whey protein powder. I used the cookies and cream that's in one of my other videos. I used that protein powder for this one. So it tastes a little bit different. I think it still tastes really good, but I'm gonna try the chocolate ones eventually. But let's give this a try. It's a little, not as frozen, but it's still cold, so and it's still together, so let's give it a try. It's pretty good. It's a little more chewy. And normally, I would just grab this at home for a snack, right out of the freezer, and it would taste pretty good. A little more solid, but even though it's a little thawed, it's still really good. I'll throw the macros up in a second here, but in terms of a snack, this is the best protein bar I think I've tried. I've mostly been having Quest bars for my protein bars because I found they're the best tasting ones, and Skor bars just totally blow Quest bars out of the water, in my opinion. Really good. Alright, I'm going to finish this up now, and I'll see you guys when it's time to make lunch. Alright, see ya. Okay, it's lunchtime, so we're going to be making some deli meat rice cakes. Super amounts of volume, lots of protein, going to keep us nice and full for the rest of the afternoon till dinner. So let's get this started. Here we go. Okay, so we have our 4 rice cakes laid out for us here. The first step when you're making this is you want to put your slices of deli meat, 1 each, on your rice cakes. There, perfect. So what goes into the sauce, we're gonna zero out the scale. First thing we're gonna put in is our light mayonnaise. Okay, then we need 15 grams of sriracha, Dijon mustard. We need another 30 grams of the Dijon mustards. To make this goodness, what you do is you put it right on top of each slice. Doesn't take long either. I don't even use a knife, I just use the spoon. So you put just enough on top of each slice here. Around where the sauce is. Lettuce is good. Alright, so that's pretty well covered there. Voila. Good. Perfect. We'll just do just enough to cover the sauce. Okay, so this is our masterpiece. We are going to clear off the rest of these ingredients here that we've already used. I'm going to sit down and we're going to try these. Alright, here we go. So we have our 4 deli meat rice cakes in front of us here. I have a plate that I'm going to use to put them on while I try them out here. This one I've had before, so I already know it's going to taste good. Nice filling lunch, very satisfying, and the mix with the sauce is absolutely fantastic, especially if you like a little spice. So let's try the first one here. It can get a little messy, so just to forewarn you, but let's try the first bite. Surprise, surprise, it's good. Yeah, super satisfying, and it feels like you're eating a lot. It actually takes a while to eat all of this. As you can see, it's a lot of food, but the meat and the sauce and then the lettuce on top allows it really all to stay together pretty well. I'll flash some macros up on the side here. You can see what's in this. Good. All right. See you guys for the snack. So as complicated as breakfast was, this is going to be the complete opposite and super fast. So all the ingredients are what you're looking at right now. And what are we making? It's supposed to be the chocolate mug protein cake, but instead we are using a cookies and cream, ooh, a little bit came out there, cookies and cream protein powder, because I'm not a huge chocolate fan. So I'm gonna go with the cookies and cream, which is my preference. No rules here. All right, so we're gonna mix all this up, put it in the microwave, and it's gonna be done in about 90 seconds, including putting everything together. So let's do it. Okay, so here we have our food scale and our coffee mug that we're gonna put all the ingredients into. So first thing we have to do to make sure it doesn't turn into a sticky mess that you can't eat, some spray, just a little bit in the mug. So none of the ingredients stick when we're cooking it. That part's done. Okay, now it says to put in the ingredients in whatever order, 33 grams, so we're gonna just level that off. Next we need 5 grams of our cocoa powder, 4, and a little bit more should take us to 5 of liquid egg whites here, so this one adds up quick. 60 grams, there's 50, and we're gonna slow it down to 60 on the dot. Perfect. 3 grams going in. There we go. 1 gram of our xanthan gum here. 1 gram is not a lot, so we're going to be super careful. Mix up what we got here. So we're going to pop into the microwave for 30 seconds, and we're going to check it and see if it's ready. If not, it says to continue on with 10-second intervals checking it. This is something you definitely do not want to overcook. Microwave. Go. Looks like it's about done there. Nice and gooey in the center. All right, let's give this a try. So we just finished microwaving it. We did 2 10-second intervals after the initial 30 seconds, and this is what we got. I noticed the edges were starting to cook a little bit, and the middle is nice and gooey there. So I think we're done and ready to go. Give it a taste test. We'll see how it tastes. So we're gonna go right into the center of it, and then we're gonna grab some of the edge and see how it tastes. Hopefully it tastes a little bit like Oreos. Not bad. A little cookies and cream flavor. Cookies and cream, if you couldn't understand that. Cookies and cream flavor. It's definitely gooey in the middle and cooked on the outsides. A little bit of the bottom's overcooked, but not too bad. I'm gonna throw the macros for this up here, so you can see what's in it. But yeah, it's an easy, quick snack. Mix all the ingredients together. It takes about 90 seconds. Cooking time. Can't beat it. Also doesn't take very long to eat. But I can tell with that xanthan gum in there, I'm gonna feel pretty full after finishing this, so. All right, snack number 2 is almost done here. And then, I'm moving on to dinner. See you guys when it's time to cook dinner. Bye. Okay, so it's time to get dinner started. So we are going to be making Greg's classic meat lasagna, which I believe, let me check the recipe again, is listed in terms of difficulty as harder than last time. So definitely not like our last snack with the mug cake, and definitely not going to be like our rice cake lunch. So this is going to take a little, the oven's preheated, ding. Okay, so we are going to start putting this together. I'm not going to take a lot of time to go through all the ingredients. I'll show you everything that goes in, and I'm going to try to go through this really fast, or 3/4 of the video is going to be me making dinner, judging by this recipe. So, okay, let's get to it and see how we do. This is, as you can tell, a first go around on this recipe for me. So, let's do it. Can't wait for the comments telling me how you're supposed to cut the onion. Ooh, really starting to tear up here.
Oh man, harder than last time does not even come close to describing that recipe. If you guys want to see a full recipe video on that, I'm happy to do one, but it takes a long time, especially on the first go around. I have it all ready to go into the oven right now. We'll cook it up and we will give it a try.
Oh my, just came out of the oven. Gotta let it cool for 10 minutes, but it does look good. Whew. We are finished, finally. That was a marathon making this thing. Can't wait to try it. Finally, after several hours of cooking this thing, we're gonna see what it tastes like. It took way longer than I thought it was gonna. But let's try it. First bite, best bite? Let's see. That's good. A little bit of everything. See the spinach, meat's in there, everything ricotta, mozzarella on top, all comes together. A lot of flavor. Post up the macros right here. Okay, well, that was a day. That was a day. It was a full day of eating right there. Finally done. And this is what I had for the entire day, macro-wise. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. A little taste of the Anabolic Cookbook 2.0. Full day of eating. And I have to say, it was a delicious and satisfying day. So filling. I'm going to struggle to get this piece of lasagna down right now, but it tastes so good, I'm going to try. Alright. Till next time, guys. Bye.